Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome back to Day 5 of the Wii version of Pikmin. There are 4 ship parts left in the Forest of Hope, and we need to get all of them today. While that sounds like a bit of a daunting task, yet again, it's actually not going to be as bad as the tight timing of Day 2 and Day 3 were. Mostly because we don't really have to worry about growing Pikmin anymore. And we don't have to worry about finding the yellow Pikmin in order to get them to blow down gates and stuff. We've got a full army of Pikmin ready for us, including a few Pikmin that ended up getting planted after some flower Pikmin were defeated on the previous time we were here. So we can pick them if we come across them, I suppose. They're just going to be out and about. Yeah, we don't really need the red guys today. We need mostly blue guys and a few yellow guys so we can make use of their bomb rocking capabilities. But importantly, we also need to try and make them flower Pikmin so they can move a little bit faster. Because after all, speed is key. We need to make sure that we do this as quickly and efficiently as possible, because if we don't, we're never going to make our time. Now, I end up doing things in a bit of a different order from what I ended up doing in the GameCube version of this particular day. And you'll see why in a moment. I wanted to show off another fun little trick that you can actually do on the Wii version that I don't think you can do on the GameCube version. It's another little kind of cheesy trick that you can pull off if you're know precisely what to do, which I actually didn't remember what to do at first, so it requires a little bit of experimentation upcoming. We also need to get our bomb rocks, because the bomb rocks are definitely important coming up in order to quickly bash down some gates. Now, you see this bramble gate here. Normally, what the game wants you to do, as we talk over a Pikmin helplessly drowning and there's nothing we can really do about it, what the game wants you to do is to come back with the blue Pikmin and they can knock down that gate, no problem, because they can go in the water, they won't start drowning, and everything would be hunky-dory. But much like how we could knock down the black bramble gate up there with some well-thrown yellow Pikmin holding bomb rocks, we can actually do the same thing to this gate over here. When yellow Pikmin are thrown into the right spot, they will in fact be close enough in order to target that gate and throw a bomb rock at it instead of laying the bomb rock at the foot of the gate. I'm not sure what really determines if they throw or drop a bomb rock at the gate. There's, like, there's never been any, like, clear indication of what causes them to decide what they're doing in that particular moment. But this does show a point that, technically, in at least the Wii version of the game, you do not need the blue Pikmin in order to get this upcoming ship part. A few well-timed and well-placed bomb rock throws does allow you to knock down those gates without the blue's assistance, and you can very easily come up here and fight this guy, the Armored Cannon Beetle. He likes to shoot big old boulders at us by inhaling and then spitting them out, but we're not going to let him do that. We block up his little intake valve and take him out, so we can go get our ship part, no problem, lickety-split. At last, my radiation canopy! This turns the harsh radiation of deep space into soft infrared rays that are easy on the body. I'll sleep like a baby once I have this back on the ship. Doesn't really look like it would be that heavy, but it does take 30 Pikmin to carry back. There are a lot of things that are ship parts and stuff that are inconsistent like that, where they look small, but they aren't. But, yeah. This ship part, technically, is completely able to be gotten without the help of the blue Pikmin, as the game intends. But I'm pretty sure doing that whole thing is only possible in the Wii version. I don't think in the GameCube version, unless you like, very precisely throw Pikmin in the exact right spot, that you can pull that off in the original version. I'm, like, almost positive that it's an exclusive thing to this version of the game. I could be wrong, of course. I might just not know enough about the GameCube version to really know or not. But, yeah, in case you yourself... Oh, hold on a second. We have to leave the Bulborb's dinner over there in order to talk about the radiation canopy. I'll have to inspect it later to make sure it hasn't cracked. I'll be in for even more trouble if I have any radiation leaks. I have recovered 12 of 30 parts, increasing the dolphin's capabilities. My search can now cover a wider area. And that does, in fact, unlock the next area of the game for us, which we will not be visiting on the next day. We have to finish cleaning up the forest navel before we can head there. But yeah, we have this bit of cruelty here, where the easiest way to take out some big Bulborbs is to force feed them some bombs and by extension some Pikmin. It's not nice. I'm not proud of it, but it had to be done. It had to be done so we could quickly take care of things here and not worry about the off chance that a Bulborb will not cooperate and not die fast enough and then eat a bunch of our Pikmin, thereby ruining all of our efforts. But yeah, if you yourself ever want to do some speed running of Pikmin 1, I guess, you can just use all of my handy tips and tricks here of the right places to throw your bomb rocks and the right amount of bombs that you need to feed to enemies in order to get them to explode. For a regular Bulborb, the number of bomb rocks is 2, by the way. Taking this guy on our way. And we need to we need to continue making some progress with getting some more ship parts. Like this one up here, which honestly you think you could just throw the blue Pikmin at and they'd be able to carry it through the water, but for some reason they can't. They absolutely need that bridge in place in order to actually bring that part back. And we need to put this bridge in place in order to continue bringing that part back. And we have sheer grubs to deal with. The later sheer grubs there are the female variety. And they actually do not eat your Pikmin. They can't eat your Pikmin. They are really just there to be fodder for your Pikmin, should you desire to carry them back to the onion and grow some more Pikmin. The male sheer grubs, though, are annoying. They have that weird, I don't know if it's a bug or a glitch or something. They have that weird thing where if they start eating a Pikmin, they can't be defeated. So if they start eating a Pikmin, you're guaranteed to lose a Pikmin. Normally, actually, if your Pikmin are being eaten by something, like being eaten by a Bulborb... Oh, hold on, it's the shock absorber! This apparatus counteracts the shaking and swaying that normally occurs during spaceflight. It's smooth sailing with this in place, usually. It does not, however, counteract the shaking and swaying that comes from meteor impacts, as it turns out. Not in the slightest. But yeah, normally when you are fighting most normal enemies, if they start chowing down on a Pikmin, you actually do have an opportunity to save them. If you defeat the enemy before they are finished eating, they will not actually eat your Pikmin. You'll be able to recover them from the literal jaws of death, no problem. But, for some reason... Hi, Clyde. Nice of you to join us. For some reason, the sheer grubs and sheer wigs, by extension, they don't do that. They just... If they're eating your Pikmin, they're done. They're goodbye. You know? And hey, the shock absorber is back. That's handy. Shock absorber! This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in typical spaceflight. I have now recovered 13 of 30 parts. If I can find just 16 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Yeah, basically, in order to unlock the next area, we have to find most of the ship parts. Oh, and hey, it is time to fight a burrowing snagret, who is terrible, and I hate him. Also, I'm pretty sure that yellow Pikmin just died, so forgive my mistake. That was not Clyde. The rule goes, if a yellow Pikmin is out and about and just doing nothing, it's usually Clyde. But if that yellow Pikmin gets eaten, then it was a yellow Pikmin pretending to be Clyde, you see. It wasn't the real Clyde, it was a false Clyde. The real Clyde is off somewhere safe. Just so you know, just so you have your Clyde lore in place. But yeah, man, burrowing snagret, they're so annoying. They're like one of the worst enemies in this game. They are very durable. Their main weak point is their head. And the easiest way to attack their head is to throw Pikmin directly underneath them, which puts your Pikmin, like, in a prime position. Oh, hold on, it's the Geiger counter! Every spaceship needs one of these, but I don't actually know what it's for. Every once in a while it goes wild and lets out a lot of noise, but I never paid much attention to it, so it doesn't do me much good. I should really read that manual one of these days. Oh, Olimar. Blissful ignorance. But yeah, the best place to be to throw Pikmin at the burrowing snagret is underneath the burrowing snagret's head, where the eating part is. And, yeah. It's a very difficult enemy to take on and not lose Pikmin because of it. Yeah. Never really figured out the best way to take care of them. Because, like, even feeding them bomb rocks does not do a lot of damage. I've tried. And it's just takes a it just does disappointing damage, really. Like, does barely anything to them. It's really annoying. But, we can start our Pikmin in carrying this thing back while they are finishing up building that bridge. Or at least we can put the Pikmin there. Oh, okay. They did. There was enough Pikmin on there. Okay. I forgot. But the Geiger counter is back. And this noisy gauge is always letting off spontaneous clicks and buzzes. It can be kind of annoying. Olimar in blissful ignorance. I have now recovered 14 of 30 parts. If I can find just 15 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. And we have this silly moment. Where, yes, the Pikmin that are carrying our spoils seem to be milling about in one place with their loads. It appears that their path back to the Onion is blocked and faced with what seems to be an insurmountable obstacle. They have lost their focus. This is unacceptable. I will have to determine what is blocking their way and what I can do to resolve the problem. What's blocking their way is the fact that the bridge isn't built. But what doesn't make any sense is that the blue Pikmin can very easily just carry that through the water, and they can't. I think I mentioned that already, but I just need to mention it again because it's really dumb. Really dumb and annoying. That just sometimes, even though there's a very obvious clear path forward, they just can't take care of it. I mean, when you're carrying back the Geiger counter from fighting the snagret, they carry that through the water, no problem. Even if they just take them on like a weird path, but they eventually do make it to the water. And we forgot to check out this part when it was walking by, but it's the Sagittarius. This was a gift from my son. He must be very worried about me. I have now recovered 15 of 30 parts. If I can just find 14 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Yeah, the pathing of various Pikmin do not make much sense. I don't get it. I really don't sometimes. And I think there's another weird example of this coming up that, it makes even less sense. But, we'll get to that. We'll get to that eventually. All we really need to do at this point, we have gotten all of the ship parts. We just need to make sure we've got all of our Pikmin with us. And we can just take off and leave the Forest of Hope behind us. No real reason for us to come back, after all. We have gotten all of our ship parts. And, yeah. We have gotten all of our ship parts. We've cleared out most of the wildlife. And we are just hunky-dory. We're having a good time. No real need to worry about this place no more. And we can just try to do a little quick Pikmin growing. These pellets are right here, after all. Though this does lead to something rather unfortunate in a second here. Because while we're carrying pellets back to the onions, the Pikmin aren't growing fast enough. Meaning that as the timer counts down to 0, there's going to be one blue Pikmin planted that we cannot pick. Very sadly, that Pikmin is just gonna be there forever because we're not coming back to the Forest of Hope. Oh well. He'll be fine. He'll just be a plant. And no one will know the difference. But that does it for this area. We have successfully recovered all of our ship parts, all of the local ship parts. And that makes 2 areas that we have cleared out entirely. The Bulborbs will starve tonight. 5 days since it backed. I have managed to increase the range of the dolphin. Looking at from the dolphin's portal, as it launches ever higher into the sky, I see a vast wetland in the deepest parts of the forest. I shall call it the distant spring. I can begin my exploration of it tomorrow. For now, I must sleep. Except, again, we're not actually going there tomorrow. But, we'll get there eventually. And we can see our Pikmin population summary. We sprouted 18 Pikmin today, lost 17 in battle, a net profit of 1 Pikmin. And we are successfully halfway done with collecting our ship parts, and halfway done with the number of days we're going to be taking, too. I'd say that this is going pretty well so far, wouldn't you? But anyway, that's going to call it for right now. Thank you very much for watching. This is your good friend Sparky signing off. I'll catch you later.